good, everybody? I'm Nilak the Prophet. This is another video blog. It's been a long time, so I'm probably going to tread pretty quickly to kind of get through everything. Because, like I said, it's been a long time since I've made one. A lot has happened, and I kind of want to be able to talk about a lot of things that went on up until this point and what's coming. So, one thing I think I should talk about is the fact that I have two cameras now. One here and another one right here. I really only used the other one today just to, be able to say that I had two. One of them's for the church and the other one's my personal one, so that's kind of good news, because for music videos I might be able to use two different angles and things like that. So that's cool, and that's recent. We just got this thing like 2 weeks ago. No, a week ago. It's been a week. Pretty cool. Quality is awesome, and yeah. I'm not sure. The battery is really like weak though. Like it's already down to 3 out of 4 bars on the power. Which this one right here works fine. I don't understand what that's about. But I'm gonna have to charge it a lot, so that's kind of a downside to it. I might try to get a new battery, but yeah. So let me go ahead and start talking about what's been going on. First of all, I know a lot of people are wondering, and I haven't really been too vocal about this, but Outkast is still in progress. It's been a very long process for a lot of different reasons, but man, just life has been coming a lot. Life has been hitting me, man, and that's probably the biggest reason why this hasn't happened. And it's gone through so many different periods and changes, some of which were good, some of which weren't so good. But I feel like what's being produced right now is the best product. And you guys have heard. I mean, the Rise Up remix is not really new, but Lullaby is really the only track I've put out so far that's confirmed on the record. I haven't put anything else out yet because one thing is I want to be able to have that surprise factor that albums are supposed to have, where it hasn't been out. So the first time people hear it is like the release, and that's really cool. Because with Enemy Inside, I posted almost every single song on the internet prior to the release, which is cool because people are getting to hear, and it's like you're building up popularity. People are expecting new stuff, so I'm probably gonna do that again sometime. I don't know. I'm really starting to feel pressure though, because it's like right now, like this stage I'm at, it's like I got it. The end, up until May of this year, this summer, next year, and then I'm off to college, man. So I'm thinking maybe Outkast might be the last project before college, which I hope not. I really want to get this thing out before the end of this year for sure. But I just don't want to set myself up too early. But at the same time, I don't want to set it so late that I don't have time to actually I just totally lost my thought in the middle of thinking. I don't want to set it too early, and I don't want to set it too late, because if I set it too late, then I'm going to procrastinate. If I set it too early, I'm going to be speeding, trying to get it done. So it's hard to find a median. And I don't even want to put out times and things like that, because I've been so inconsistent with that in the past. But yeah, I've wasted 4 minutes, so let me go ahead and dive into what's been going on recently. I'm just gonna talk about what happened last year, because there was this really long period, and I don't even know if y'all are even paying attention to my channel anymore, where I just basically kind of vanished from the media world and just didn't really get connected at all. And I want to say this, at that point I wasn't just not doing anything. I was still trying to make music. I was still trying to keep up the grind, but just different circumstances and things got in the way, and so I figured I'd talk about that today. One of the things, and I'm probably gonna talk about this period of time a lot in the Outcast, which is a good thing because that adds more to the record and adds something that wouldn't have been there had I kept up with the concept that I had beforehand. But one of the things that got it that way and that really took away from a lot of the time I was spending on the record was, I don't know what took away, but just made it such a longer process, was the fact that just had a lot of different issues internally going on around the end of last school year. And it really accumulated throughout the summer, and there was just this period in the summer where I just felt terrible. And so I kind of stopped making music for like a couple weeks, tried to get back into it, and Lullaby, believe it or not, I started that song last May, right before school ended, and man, the more I listened to it, the more I felt like this has got to be like a great song, because I was like, the instrumentation, the vibe, it's just too much. It's too good for me to simply write it off and say, okay, well, make it like another Hold On or another Hey or another Mistletoe remix. I was like, we gotta do whatever we do with this, it has to be excellent. And so I spent a lot of time, and you guys wouldn't believe how long I worked on that song, and it was like, man, I felt like at one point I was like, I can't work on anything else until I finish this track. And so that's part of the reason why nothing happened. And it's like the things I was writing, the instrumentals I was making weren't sounding or feeling all that great. I didn't really feel like my heart was in it as much, and it just didn't, I don't know, if I felt like I was doing it simply so I could have something to give people, because it's like expectations. People, man, I can't tell you how many times I get people asking me, hey, Nilak, what you doing, man? You still making music? When's your album dropping? And stuff like that. So yeah, so that was something that kind of kept me from it too. And then, I really harped on it a lot in Lullaby, but this whole issue of like insecurity and this struggle with the girl that I wrote Hold On and Hey to, it's funny, man. It's like, this has been going on so long and it's still at it. Like, this is crazy. Because I've never had a friend like that I've been like a girl that's been that consistently drawn to her like that. That's crazy. And I gotta say, this is just straight up, I don't think I've ever like emotionally gone through anything like that with any other girl. And I don't know if that's a foreshadowing of anything, but I'm just putting that out there. And I think I said that in Lullaby, but man, I almost don't even want to talk about Lullaby, because everything I said in that track is just sincere. I don't think any of that track was like, well, I gotta make it sound romantic or make it sound this way so that people will like it, so she'll like it. I was like, let me just kick back, be straight up honest, because the last time I tried to do all that like theatrical or whatever you call it, musicianship, Hold On happened, and that's a great song. I'm not at all saying that it wasn't a good song. It was great. I really appreciate Bouquet doing the chorus, because she killed it. But I just think certain things weren't communicated correctly, and I think I should have talked to the girl about all of that before putting it out, because I put it out, promoted it, got everybody hyped for it, and then when it came down to the actual situation of, hey, like, I put out a song that, is implying a further relationship that I probably wasn't ready for, probably not still ready for, which is why in Lullaby I was like, listen, I'm not trying to make a move, I simply wanted to thank you for just being my friend, and that's true. I really didn't want to sound like overly not sympathetic, but emotional. I was like, let's cut back the emotion, cut back all that other stuff that just gets in the way sometimes. Just be straight up honest. And so yeah, and then I wanted to also, for the people that obviously it's written to a person directly. And I felt like because it's so direct and so much more sincere and earnest than Hold On was, which Hold On was, Hold On, I don't think I ever talked about this. Hold On was supposed to be like a futuristic take. We weren't there. We weren't in that position at the time of me writing that song, not at all. We were friends, and we still are. But that song was basically like, okay, if we were in a relationship like that, and suppose things had changed, I went off to college, and we hadn't seen each other for a while, what would I say? And so that's why I wrote that track. And so, I mean, and if you listen to it with that idea in mind, you'll definitely get it. It makes a whole lot more sense that way. Because it's like, the whole like, I just wanna let you know that I still love you and it has never changed. That was basically like reassuring her that, hey, I might be gone right now, but I'm still, I still love you and I still care about you, and don't ever like be convinced otherwise. And I mean, just all throughout the song is like that basic idea and concept. But the third verse is the one that kind of changed things around. It was like, I want to be the kind of guy that shields you from the rain, and when the thunder strikes, you'll always take my hand. That was more of like, okay, let me talk from where we are right now. And then of course the end, like the part at the end that I just got preoccupied. I just thought about the time I'm taking talking about all this. I think I'm gonna split the vlog up into 2 parts, so this will be part 1. But anyway, yeah, there's a part at the end where I was basically just talking, like, hey, so what did I say? I said, so basically, girl, dang, I forgot what I said. Dang. I don't want to waste time, but I really wanted to remember that. Man, I was like, I know this part. It was like, so basically, let's just, I pray we both grow. Yeah, that's what it was. I pray we both grow, spiritually, emotionally, spiritually, and intellectually. Amen. And that was it. Yeah. So that was, I mean, when I look at it from this, like from where we are now, I don't think it was a failure. I really hated myself for that song all through last summer and like into last fall. And that really kept me from like making any more music, because I was like, a part of the Outcast is supposed to have this romantic angle, and I was like, I'm not gonna be able to write anything in this regard and be real about it until I get this thing settled. So that really put it on my heart to really like just cut back on all that other stuff and be straight up honest in a lullaby. And so, man, thank the Lord it happened, because I've been working on that song for close to a year, and so at one point I was like, man, this is not gonna happen. But grace from God, dude, just got me in the position to actually write that thing, and it happened, and I was so proud of it, man. So yeah, I think I'm gonna cut it here. So yeah, this will be part 1. Part 2 will be uploaded later. So yeah.